Well, I was alerting people to some recent research that's identified a population of sensory nerve fibres in the skin of our bodies that respond specifically to the kind of gentle touch that we'll find rewarding. I think the evidence that's come from our research on these nerve fibres, they're called C-tactile afferents, by the way, is that these nerve fibres play a fundamental role in developing the sense of self and our ability to regulate stress when we've grown up. They are absolutely fundamental during the early nurturing stages of a baby's life, an infant's life, and even an adult's life. If we deny touch, we're having a negative consequence on the way that that brain develops a sense of self and, importantly, to control stress. So this is a life-giving touch that's not some nice add-on to have. It's as important as the oxygen we breathe in terms of its impact on brain development. This interaction mediated through gentle touch is something which is in very few cases sinister. 99.9% of touch between humans is benign, friendly, and non-harmful. We are being pilloried by this 0.1% that the legislative systems are targeting that we're all potential paedophiles. We're not. And I think what I'd like to do is put the balance back, your pendulum, swing it back to the middle and then back to where it used to be when I was growing up as a kid. Yeah, there was none of this nonsense then. There was abuse, there always has been, and it clearly needs to be monitored and it needs to be identified. And these people may sound a bit odd and need to be helped and identified as to why they find inappropriate touch rewarding, but not at the exclusion of all of us suffering because we're not identifying this population that are at risk of abuse. The animal research and the human research is laying down an evidence base which is very difficult to disagree with. This is early days, so this is relatively new science in terms of neuroscience, 20, 30 years. What we need to do is to find a lot more research groups interested in helping to pursue just what this nerve fibre does across the lifespan. We've called it a hedonoreceptor, but it's doing a lot more than that. And we just, at the moment, there's more unknowns than there are knowns. We know the receptors are in the skin, but we don't know how to switch them on. Let me give you an example. If you put capsaicin on the skin, you get a burning sensation of pain. Now what capsaicin is doing is activating these C nociceptors. Is there a molecule, if we put it on the skin, is activating the C-tactile afferent, that we could have a way of sort of, massage maybe doing it, but there's an opportunity to identify what's called a ligand. So we may be able to activate this nerve in a therapeutic way now, where we can better understand the development of conditions such as autism and anorexia, which I hypothesize may well be a manifestation of a failure of this system in terms of the C-tactile afferent role in developing a sense of self, my body. That's what these nerve fibres, I think, are playing a role in, self. No system in the human brain operates independently. So although we focus on the C-tactile system, it's embedded in a smell system, a sound system, a vision system, and the fast touch system. They're all working together in some harmonious way, and we need to know and understand more the integration of our C-tactile afferent, the slow touch, with the fast touch, and smell and vision. Yeah, so this is so new that there aren't enough people actually working on it yet. But what we need, I'm afraid, is research funding. The bane of any research scientist's life is getting money to pursue their dreams, and that's difficult. I think it's important in understanding mental health, basically, and that's what drives me. We know so little about what disturbs our mental equilibrium. And this nerve fibre just seems well positioned to have a developmental impact on our behaviour and our mental state when we're adult. We know that from the research we're doing, but we need more people doing it. Far more people need to get involved in this.